Welcome back to our channel where we share heartwarming stories that restore faith in humanity and remind us that kindness still exists in this fast-paced world. If you're new here, make sure to stay with us until the end because today's story will truly touch your heart and leave you with a smile. It was a busy afternoon in the heart of the city. People rushed by with their heads down, their eyes glued to their phones, completely immersed in their own worlds. Street vendors called out, cars honked impatiently, and the noise of the city filled the air. But among the chaos, something remarkable was about to unfold. A young man named Daniel, dressed in simple clothes and carrying a backpack, was walking home after a long day of work. As he approached a crowded intersection, he noticed an older man struggling to lift a heavy bag. People passed by without a second glance, too busy to stop. Daniel hesitated for a moment, then stepped forward. "Sir, do you need help with that?" he asked kindly. The man looked up, surprised. His face was weathered, his clothes worn. He nodded, his voice shaky, saying he was trying to carry some groceries back to his small apartment but couldn't manage the weight alone. Daniel immediately took the bag and offered to walk him home. As they walked together, Daniel listened to the man's story. His name was George. He had once been a mechanic but had fallen on hard times after an injury left him unable to work. With no family nearby, life had been difficult, and every trip to the store was a struggle. Daniel's heart ached as he listened, but he stayed cheerful, cracking small jokes to make George smile. When they finally reached George's apartment, Daniel carefully placed the bag on the kitchen counter. He noticed the small, dimly lit apartment and how little food there was. Without saying much, he excused himself, telling George he had somewhere to be. But instead of heading home, Daniel went straight back to the store. He bought fresh groceries, some basic household items, and even a warm blanket. When he returned and knocked on the door, George's eyes widened in shock. Daniel handed him the bags with a warm smile. "I just thought you could use a little extra," he said softly. George's hands trembled as he accepted the bags, tears welling up in his eyes. He could barely speak but managed to whisper a heartfelt thank you. Daniel didn't stay long, but as he walked away, he felt something he hadn't felt in a while, pure joy. That simple act of kindness had changed not just George's day but also his own. What Daniel didn't realize was that a passerby had filmed the entire moment from a distance. Later that evening, the video went viral, touching millions of hearts around the world. People commented about how rare such selflessness was and how this small act reminded them of the power of compassion.